And look what's under my hat. So I can show you. I'm getting all packed up because I'm going to head to the Yuma area to speak about rattlesnakes at an archaeology conference. And that's pretty fun for me because I get to talk to a lot of people that are scientists that don't necessarily know a whole lot about snakes. So I get to have some good conversations and meet a lot of good people. So I'm gonna go do that. And then while I'm down there, I'm gonna spend a little bit of time looking for some snakes because while I'm out of town, I might as well. So gotta get some stuff, get my camera gear, get my laptop, and get on the road. So it's not warm out here at all. I'm still driving. It's like 10:30. I'm just trying to find a spot I can just kind of pull off the side of the road and camp. And I think I found a snake. Did I find a snake? I found a sidewinder. You doing all right, guy? What are you doing? All right, you're gonna have to get off the road. You still alive? Oh, yeah, you're just kind of chilly. All right, let's go. So sidewinders can be really fast just because of that. It's just a side effect of that action that they use to move over hot sand can make them kind of quick. Let's go, gotta get off the road. People will say that they get chased by these too, which is so bizarre. There's a snake might move towards you, but it's not chasing you. And at night, I think the people that think that sidewinders are chasing them, even if they're people that know a lot about snakes, they're just not maybe accounting for the fact that a rattlesnake you find at night that you're shining a flashlight at doesn't know what a flashlight is, so it might not move in the direction that you like. All right, this guy's gonna go crawl into a bush. He's no longer on the road, and I'm going to go resume finding a spot to camp. But yeah, that is a good way to end the night. Stay off the road. Don't come into my camp. I'm not gonna be wearing shoes. Well, it's not luxury, but this is how we camp most of the time, or I camp most of the time. We live in Arizona, so there's not much need for a tent most of the time. So in 2 seconds, you can set up a little cot next to your car and find some public land, which we have a lot of in Arizona as well, and get a few hours of sleep. And I want to be up right at sunup so I can get to where I'm going for the day tomorrow. God, it's hard not to go look for sidewinders. It is 5 a.m. I'm back on the road. That's the good thing about sleeping outside under the stars is it comes with its own alarm clock. That is either the sun or coyotes making a bunch of sound. And today it was the latter. So got another 2 hours or so on the road before I get to the spot that I'm gonna hike today. I'm also gonna stop and find a breakfast burrito somewhere, some terrible gas station food, which is a critical part. My backpack is probably too heavy, but I do this by myself probably most often, and that means that things like running out of water are a little more critical if you don't have friends with you, so I don't take any chances. I bring enough water to where when I'm done with this, I should still have half of it left. I call it carry enough water to break a leg. If something were to happen to me out here, I also have a satellite communication device that I can get some help. Gonna be hiking maybe 10 or 12 miles today. Hopefully we see something. You might not be able to see this, but there's a desert iguana in here. They're really fast. See him? Nope. There he goes. That's it. That's usually all the time you get with one. Well, I did find a snake. It's not what I was planning on finding, but I'm pretty happy about it. Look at that. This is a little tiny baby shovel-nosed snake. That is beautiful. I don't even know how I'm gonna photograph this because as soon as I put it in the sand, it's just gonna disappear. Wow. I'm gonna try it anyway though. It's really cool. He was sitting underneath this target or something. I don't see many shovel nose and a brand new little baby one. I almost never see that. That is awesome. All right, let's get some pictures. So this particular area
has some very pretty rattlesnakes. And as a result, it is probably the most poached area in the state, possibly the country, where people come here from even other countries or other continents to collect as many of these rattlesnakes as they can to sell. As they become more common out there, we have seen a big price in those black market prices, but people still come out here and collect them in pretty large numbers. It is of course legal in Arizona, if you have a hunting license, to come and look for rattlesnakes and even collect a small number of them for your own personal enjoyment, but it is never legal to collect them and sell them, or if you're from out of state, to come in and collect a bunch, leave with them, come back, collect a bunch, go back and sell them, then you start breaking federal laws. So it's kind of an interesting thing. It's one of the reasons why I haven't actually been to this area in many years, is just because I've been here before, I've seen the animals here, they are beautiful, I have some great photographs that I like, and there's a lot of other things that interest me. And I know that there's tons of people that this is all they want to do, is come here and look for these animals. And even though there's a lot of them, and it's a big, open, healthy piece of public land, I really don't see any benefit in contributing to that foot traffic and pressure in a meaningful way. But here I am. I really like coming here still. It's a beautiful landscape, but it is kind of the poster boy for bad human behavior regarding rattlesnakes from people who love rattlesnakes. So it's not just people that kill them that are a problem. Sometimes it's the people that love them the most that, well, love them to death. I'm sure there's still plenty here though, so be happy when I see one. There's a black-tailed rattlesnake right there. And the poor thing is really, really skinny. Wow, that poor thing needs a meal really bad. I wish I had a mouse or something. So water doesn't seem to be the problem here. The snake just hasn't succeeded in getting anything to eat. It looks like a female. And it's an adult too, it's just really small. And she may have given birth this year and just hasn't recovered any food. So I'm gonna go ahead and go. Leave her right there. I'm gonna go around the corner and collect the information about location and everything else that I want about it. But other than that, I'm gonna hope that snake can grab a lizard or something, or a bird. If it doesn't eat in the next little while here, I don't think it's gonna survive the winter. So life is tough. It's an active military training and testing area, so you get things like this all over the place, and some of them hadn't gone off yet. So before you come here, you got to watch a video that makes you promise not to do things like shoot at unexploded bombs and stuff. No, don't hit that with a stick. The video said not to. The valley just opened up in front of me, and it's awesome. There's all kinds of vegetation up here. It flattens out, lots of good boulders and all that. So I kept going, and it's now about an hour later, and look what's under my hat. It started crawling away, so I threw my hat over it so I could show you. This is a southwestern speckled rattlesnake, but it's very different than the red-orange ones that you see around Phoenix that we catch at those mountains. I mean, if you were to look at these rocks, you can imagine how hard these things are to see. Not gonna get too close because you can bite, and that would be bad considering that I am a good 4-hour hike back into this mountain where there's nobody. But that is a beautiful snake in some pretty crazy terrain. And I know that probably one of the best things, no matter what you're doing in life, is finding what you're looking for. So I'm gonna get some photos of this guy. I'm gonna release it exactly where I found it. And then I'm gonna start hiking back because it's starting to get hot, and well, I gotta get to a conference to start talking about snakes. All right, I'm heading out to the my presentation. I'm talking to the Arizona site stewards. They do a lot of great protection of archaeology sites, and they do run into rattlesnakes sometimes. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. I'm doing 2 back-to-back hour sessions, so I'm going to get some caffeine on the way down. I'm all done. I just talked about snakes nonstop for too long. So it was a lot of fun. It was a really good couple of groups of people. The work they do with archaeology and protecting sites in a lot of ways has some similarities to the challenges that we face with general misinformation about rattlesnakes. I mean, we're dealing with people that kill rattlesnakes and poachers. They're dealing with people that loot sites and steal artifacts. It was really good to meet all those people and just get to know a little bit about another challenge out there in Arizona, trying to cut down some of the damage caused by all these people in all these places. I'm gonna go have a beer and think about where I'm gonna go look for rattlesnakes tomorrow morning.